Hi guys, it's Josh here. Coming into London session, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. I'm eyeing up a trade right now, so I'm going to show you and explain to you how I'm going to go about this. So coming into this session, I was favouring shorts because I wanted to target this higher time frame demand. We've had this relatively corrective pullback into premium levels of the swing range. The M15 range swing range is bearish, so yeah, I'm looking for shorts. Pre-session we were around about here. We just liquidated this low, start heading up. I wanted to see this high liquidated as it was. We've had a strong push down, so now essentially I'm looking at how price is going to react from this demand area. We've got this low right here, which I want to see broken and ideally close below. Ideal situation for this trade would be we get a small reaction here, come down, break this low. That gives us a flip zone, an internal break of structure, signaling that this swing pullback is likely over, and now we can target this weak low and this demand. But as you can see here, we're just coming down with such strength. We probably won't get any reaction from this demand, but that's okay because we'll have a fresh supply zone here, which we can look to get short from. So this is what I'm looking at now. You can see how it plays out for a bit. Yeah, so we've just taken this liquidity and we're just heading down very impulsively. Looks like we're going to take this low now. We've got the close in 4 minutes. I'm just going to quickly show you sort of my higher time frame analysis. I'm all about market structure and supply and demand essentially. So, right, the swing structure, we had this low here, nice impulsive move up, which created our swing high here, came down, broke this low. As soon as we broke this low here, we're bearish swing trend confirmed. After a bearish break of structure to the downside, came up, bearish break of structure to the downside, we're in a daily downwards trend. So after that, we expect an internal pullback. So a pullback. After a break of structure, we expect a pullback. So the internal structure shifts bullish to facilitate this pullback. And then when we're about here, a couple of weeks ago, we were expecting this low to get taken because we expect this overall daily swing trend to continue to the downside, which it did. So this internal break of structure to the downside signaled that this swing pullback is likely over, and now we're going to target this weak daily swing low. After an internal break of structure, we can expect an internal pullback to highlight to premium levels or premium levels of supply. So potentially we're already in premium levels, so there is reason to believe that we could start heading lower now, or we could come up into this supply zone before heading lower. I'd like to drop down to the 4 hour to get a bit more clarity. 4 hour swing structure is bearish. After a swing break of structure, we expect an internal pullback, a swing pullback. So the internal structure shifts bullish to facilitate this swing pullback, which is what happens here. internal structure shifting bullish. So now we've pulled back into premium levels of this swing range. We can expect at any point this low, the internal structure to shift bearish to continue the downwards trend. Looking more closely on recent price action, the internal structure is bullish. And not only that, this looks relatively corrective. It looks like we may come up and then continue lower. However, for this session, we haven't mitigated this demand area, and we just front run it. So what I want to see is essentially shorts into this demand to then look for longs. So this is my initial bias, playing quick shorts into this demand to then play longs. On the 15-minute time frame, this is basically use the higher time frames as my overall directional bias, and then I use my lower time frames to sort of pinpoint and get involved on that bias. So looking for quick shorts to target this demand, you can see that the 15 swing trend is bearish, low, high, close below, and now we're having internal structure shift bullish to facilitate this swing pullback. How do we know if the swing pullback is likely over? Well, we look for a few signs. One, we're pulling up into premium levels, which is past the 50%. That's one confluence. However, we can't only go off that. Another confluence is we have this nice 1 hour point of interest here, the supply zone, which we've basically just tapped into at the extreme of this is at the extreme of the swing range. This was the highest probability zone. That's another confluence. This sort of correction has been relatively corrective. So it's when you see impulsive moves as a pullback, you want to be more cautious, because it's likely that could break the swing structure and shift the opposite way. But when you get this nice sort of corrective pullback into the extreme zone and then get a bullish internal break of structure to the downside, confirming that this swing pullback is likely over, then I think that's pretty high confluence to take a short trade. So that's essentially what I'm looking at now. So yeah, a few confluences there. We're looking for shorts. The 15-minute swing structure is bearish. We've had a relatively corrective pullback into premium levels of supply. 1 hour, nice supply zone here. We've had a strong liquidation of this high here. A strong liquidation is essentially we've come up here. So people are thinking that this low is going to hold. This is essentially a strong low, but we've come down and we've liquidated that low. So that's a strong liquidation. We've then come up here. We've had a strong liquidation into the 1 hour point of interest. We've sold off heavily. So now what I'm looking for is this low to have a candle body close below. I don't want to see this wick and then up into here. Otherwise, I'm not going to take that short. I want to see a candle body close, whether we do something like this and then get the candle body close, and then we can look for shorts from here to target down here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's what I'm looking at now. I may make another quick update if we get this trade setting up. If not, I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, cheers.